Hi, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. My name is Janine Facette, and I'm on another Mompreneur interview with one of our most amazing, inspiring leaders in our community. I'm so excited for you guys to hear her story and to be inspired. Like, look at her, get to know her, and see how this business has changed her lives. So, to all of you, our viewers and followers, I would love to introduce to you Miss Debra Mclanaghan. Hi,
Thank
Debra.
you. Thank you so much for inviting me. That blesses me when I get invited to talk because I have such a passion for this business because of the change it has made in my life. But,
Yeah.
anyways, I'll introduce myself. First of all, my name is Deborah. I'm first and foremost a child of God. I'm a mother of six, a grandmother of 19, and a great
19.
grandmother of six, soon to be a great grandmother of seven, and I'm a successful online business owner.
Yeah, that's great. Like when I was just watching your mastermind again yesterday. I watched it a long time ago just to prepare for this interview, your 682. Oh, sorry, your journey in the dream team. And so, yeah, I was so surprised and so touched by your sharing. Like if you guys was watching, you can I know that's a little rude to ask the age, and I know you're always ask
That's
about
okay.
it.
I don't mind telling my age. I've
Okay, so
earned.
how old are you?
I will be 67 this year.
Wow. For so 67 years old, young, and look at her. She's kicking the online space. She's been a successful business owner. She's one of the most I looked up to you so much because I was looking at you like, oh my God, if she can do it, I'm sure we can do it too.
It's
So
true.
yeah,
It's true. If I
yeah.
can do it, anybody can do it.
Yes, yes. So who was Deborah before you found the online business? And after you found it, what made you convinced that this is something you want to pursue?
Well, in 2015, my position of many years was eliminated. And of course, living in the oil sands of northern Canada, you make big money. So,
Mhm.
anyways, my position was eliminated, and I thought, I'm 60 years old. I will have no problem finding a job. I'll find a job, right? And so, anyways, I thought, well, I've got a wonderful severance package. That's going to last me a couple of years, no problem.
Mhm.
And I can get a job because I'm good at what I do. I love what I do, and I've got years of experience.
Yeah.
So I thought, I'm not going to have any problems getting a job. So I'm going to take a year off,
Mhm.
travel, do some, pay off some bills, go a few trips here and there. And that's exactly what I did. And then,
Mhm.
in 2017, I thought, now it's time. My money's gone. It's time for me to get a job, like, because I can't retire. There's no retirement fund. There's like, you can't survive on OAS and CPP in Canada. It just
Yeah.
doesn't. So, anyways, I thought, well, I've got to start looking for a job. So I started going out, putting resumes out, and talking to people and getting interviews. And every one of them asked me, how long do you plan on staying in the workforce? Well, they seen I was 60 years old, so
Yeah.
they I wasn't going to be staying around long. So
Yeah.
I came to the realization that people are not going to hire anybody over the age of 60.
That's true.
We are a health risk over that age, and
Mhm.
the pension, there just is no pension, and or the pension you would get is so small, it's
Yeah.
very, trivial. So, anyways, I had to come to the realization. I thought, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? And a lot of people didn't want to pay for my expertise. They didn't want to pay the amount of money that I felt I should be getting,
Yeah.
with my experience. So, anyways, I thought, well, Walmart greeter could do
Yeah.
that. Money, it's not much, but it's money. It's better than nothing. And then I thought, I get friends that work online. They do data entry or something like that. And I thought, they get paid, not a lot, but, I could do it from my home. So
Yeah.
I was searching online, and I got in my mind, I'm going to do something from home. I'm not going to go out in the cold in the winter anymore. I'm going to work from my office at home where I can look out and look at the beautiful snow, but I can stay inside and be warm. So I started looking for work, and I'm looking at these, things that are coming up, and I'm thinking, oh my goodness. this is just not right. These things you can't live off of, or these things just aren't legit. And I looked at a lot, and I have a lot of faith, so I did a lot of praying. Lord, send me to something that I can do for the rest of my life, that I can work with Christian people, I can work with, positive people, and I can sit inside my home and work. That was what I asked for at the time. So finally, this ad kept going across my page, and I really wasn't paying much attention to it because I had no social media skills whatsoever. So I finally figured this out, and I clicked on this ad, and it had gone across my page at least 2 months, every day, more than once a day for 2 months. I finally clicked on it, and I went to the information session, and I watched it, and it was like, oh my goodness, this will work. I don't know how it's going to work because they talked about social media, right?
Mhm.
I don't know how it's going to work. I am older, but I can learn. I'm willing to learn. I'm willing to do what I have to do to make this work. So I
Yeah.
knew it was going to work because I could see the dollars. I'm an accountant by trade, and I understood, the
Mhm.
how it works. And I know that, starting your own business is not a get rich quick scheme. It takes time and effort and learning. And, you have to do what you have to do to make it happen, right? And the
True.
only one that was going to make it successful was me. Nobody else was going to make it happen. Only I could make this happen. So I proceeded to start. That was in December, and I became a webinar stalker. I watched the webinar
Yeah.
twice a week until February 9th of 2017. That was
Oh.
in December of 2016, and I watched the webinar, and I know that the boys thought I was becoming a webinar stalker too. But
Yes.
I finally became an online business owner on February 9th, 2017. And the struggle was real. It was a struggle for me because thank God I had a 12-year-old grandson that knew social media inside and out. And he'd show me how to put a picture on Facebook. And he said, Grandma, anything you want to know about your own computer, you Google it. So he taught me how to Google. And I struggled. I'm telling you, I had some struggles. He showed me how to put a picture on Facebook, and I'm taking notes and I'm writing everything down. And so, anyways, that day was a Sunday afternoon, and after church we always have the family, dinner and things. And it was that afternoon that he showed me. So after he showed me, we went back out, finished our visiting, and had our dinner. And after everybody went home, I ran full force right into that office to get my notes out to put pictures on Facebook. So I'm following my notes and I'm saying, what did I write down? I don't even know what that means. So, anyways, I start to do it and I Google it. And he said, when you Google, you say, how do I put a picture on Facebook using my MacBook Pro? Question mark. So I thought I could do this. So I put that question in, and all these things come up, and I clicked on them, and it was like vehicles and makeup and health and something. That's not what I'm asking to do. So I did it all evening. I don't know how long I spent. Talk about doing the same thing and expecting different results. That's what I did. I did it all evening. Nothing happened. Couldn't get it. Next day, get up, did it again. The exact same thing. I'm doing the exact same thing. So, anyways, I thought, I can't do this.
Mhm.
Maybe I am too old. Maybe I can't learn. So I waited until Taser got out of school, and I called him and I said, Taser, honey, this just is not working for Grandma. And he said, well, what are you doing, Grandma? So I told him, and he said, well, what do you see? And I told him. He said, well, Grandma, go down to the bottom right-hand corner and it'll say skip ad.
Oh,
I
skip.
said, well, you didn't tell me that. So then I did, and there's my answer, right? He said, anything you want to do, you can find a YouTube video on that will tell you how to do it. So I thought, oh my goodness. So I mean, that was one learning curve I had. And there
Mhm.
was there was many, but you know what? I was adamant that I was going to make this happen. I was going to do this. I was going to be able to sit in my home. I was going to be able to do my work. And then they tell me, oh, put it on your phone. Put it on your phone. You
Yeah.
can work anywhere in the world as long as you have an internet connection, a computer, or an iPhone. You can do it, right? So I finally proceeded to put it on my phone because I said to them, the only thing I ever use my phone for is making phone calls.
Calling.
It's a phone. It's a phone. I never even text. So, anyways, I got it set up on my phone and I went to my camper. And I'm at my camper and I opened, our training up because we have the best training in the world. And I'm
Yeah.
clicking on it and I'm clicking on it and nothing's happening. Doing the same thing, expecting different results. Only I'm clicking harder and harder and harder and harder. Nothing's happening. So finally, I got in contact with them and I said, "Did you guys kick me out of the business because I'm too slow?" And they said, "No." They said, "What are you trying to do?" And I said, "Well, I'm trying to get my training open, but I'm clicking on it and nothing's happening." So Darren said, "Debra, take your index finger, take it to the bottom of your screen, and just lightly, don't lift up on your screen, just lightly press up on your screen." I said, "Oh, nobody told me I could do that." So, I had a learning curve, but
Yeah.
I can do this business. Anybody on the face of the earth can do this business. All the degrees I have and all the education I have, that didn't mean hit tiddly squat
Yeah.
because anybody can do this business. We have 100% training. We have a system that is an automated system that works when we're not. And this business has totally changed my life. And I mean, it's
Mhm.
changed my life physically. It's changed my life health wise. It's changed my mental situation, and it's
Yeah.
changed me financially. Everything about this business has changed my life, and I am
Mhm.
so grateful that I didn't wait another day to click on that. And you know what?
What?
Been 7 or 6 full years, and I have yet to this day see that ad ever again from the day I clicked on it. The first that
Wow.
I know,
That's like meant to be. It's divine intervention,
right?
hey? Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, if that isn't a sign, I don't know what is. But, anyways, yeah, I love it. I meet people all over the world. I would never have met you if it
Yeah.
wasn't for this online business. I absolutely love it. I love the people. I mean, don't get me wrong, the money's
The
great.
money is great, right? Yeah,
But
too.
the positivity that comes from this business and the learning and the help, the people that are willing to help. Oh my gosh, everybody out there is willing to help, whether you're financially tied together or not.
Yeah.
And that's what I love about this business.
Yeah, that is so true. That's why I'm forever grateful to you, Deborah. Like, we're not financially connected at all. And I reached out to you. I never expected you will say yes, but here
Uh,
you are blessing me, blessing so many people is going to watch this video. And yeah, you're such, wow, what an amazing person. Like, every time I will hear your story, I was like, oh my God, look at what she's been through and look at where she is now. That's so amazing. So for us, a little younger than you, we should really, learn
oh,
from you.
you young people, and if you have children at home, I have to tell this story, and I know I do it a lot. But after my children all graduated from high school and they moved on and they got married and they had their own children, I decided one year to give them a book for Christmas. And
Mhm.
it was a book, I don't even know where I got it now, but it was a book that they were to fill in about their childhood,
Yeah.
about what they liked, what they disliked, what they liked about each sibling, what they disliked about each sibling, their parents, their mom, their dad, what they would change, what they wouldn't change. It was just a book about their childhood, the good, the bad, the ugly, right?
Yeah.
And so I gave it to them and I said, "Don't give this back quickly. I want you to put a lot of thought in it. I don't want you to worry about hurting feelings. I want you to really think about it, because if I made mistakes as a mom with you growing up, maybe you can stop those
Yeah.
mistakes or
Right.
not make the same ones. But
Mm.
give it back, but not quickly. I want you to put a lot of thought into it because it may help you with parenting your children." So,
Mhm.
anyways, then I gave it to them. I thought, oh no, maybe I don't want to know these things. Maybe I don't want them to tell me how bad of a mother I
Yeah.
was. Maybe I don't want to hear these things. So, anyways, my youngest daughter gave it back within 3 months. And I thought, oh no, this can't be good. This really can't be good. anyways, I started reading it, and it was a really tearful time me reading it, because even the good things, it was sad, and to hear what they loved and what they didn't love and this.
Yeah.
But she said the only thing that she would have changed in her childhood growing up about her mother was that she wished I would have been home more. I worked all the time, and
Yeah.
I can never get that back as long as I live. I will never have that back, right? But you young people that are starting families, or, have children, what a blessing this business is for you guys.
Yeah.
Because, man, like I say, I'll never get that back. That's
Mhm.
something I will live with the rest of my life, that I was not there when my child needed
Yeah.
me,
Oh,
right?
yeah, that's true. I'm becoming emotional right now.
I know, right? I do every time I talk about it, because I love seeing these families in this business
Yeah.
that are coming in here, becoming successful, having a family, and being home with their children. Oh my gosh, they have no idea how blessed they truly are to be there with their children. Like,
Yeah.
truly blessed.
That is so true and powerful. Oh my God.
Right?
I know with us younger family, it's always rush, 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 getting two or
Yes,
three jobs just to provide. And yeah, I used to like on top of I'm currently working still for the provincial government of BC, and I love my job. I love my office mates. I've grown so much too. But on top of that, I had side hustles like I do clean buildings, I do food delivery before. And every time I would feel that mom guilt, like, holy,
I
this is the
know,
time I should be
right?
spending with my kids, especially being away for 8 hours and then doing another side hustle. So yeah, there are
And I did
moments I would
that too.
cry. Yeah,
Right?
no,
I did that too.
yeah,
Sometimes two and three jobs, right?
yeah,
And I did it because, I had a big family, three
yeah,
kids, or I
yeah.
mean, six kids,
6 kids.
and 6 kids. And it wasn't, and we kept them in sports. Like, they played baseball, softball, they played hockey, they played soccer, they played rugby, base, they played them all,
Yeah,
and it was just here, there, go, go, two of us in a different direction all the time, and it was
yeah,
very expensive. So, we did what we had to do, and it
yeah,
was the kids spent a lot of time alone because
yeah.
I worked.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I actually remembered because my eldest daughter, she's 19 now, but
Mhm.
7 years of her life, she was in the Philippines. I was here working to get my
Oh, like,
permanent residency.
work,
I
right?
know.
Oh my gosh.
And I always say sorry to her, sorry that I had to leave you, but she was well taken care of by my mom and dad,
Mhm.
by my relatives, by my
Yeah,
clan. Like she was so loved. So she'd have, but as a mom, you still felt that guilt, right? It's always been in you that, oh my God, I wasn't there when she was
and
growing up.
people don't know, like,
Yeah.
what you went through. When I first started this business, Little Beth was on the mastermind speaking that night, and she had to do the same thing. And I'm pretty sure it was Little Beth. She had to leave her child in the Philippines and go to Canada to work. And the place where she worked, she was looking after somebody else's children, and they took her phone from her on her working hours. She wasn't allowed having her phone. She
Yeah.
couldn't even find out if anything happened to her child, or what was going on during those work hours, because they didn't allow her to have the phone. And I thought, oh my God, I think I had it bad. Like,
Yeah.
I just cannot imagine what you guys had to go through to get to better your family. Like, the struggles that you had were real, and the struggles are still real for people. And I see that every day, and it melts my heart to see what you guys are doing to make a change in your lives. Oh my God.
Yeah, it was tough.
Children are so blessed, right?
Yeah, I'm just blessed that my daughter grew up so beautifully. Like
Yes.
her attitude, her love, she never even like resented me for leaving her for a few
Oh, that's
years.
so awesome.
She was just the most beautiful soul, and I'm so proud of her. She's here now. She's in a university now and
Yeah,
doing
that's
amazing.
awesome.
Such a
That's
great
awesome.
sibling too. So
Yes,
yeah, no, I think things happen. We do what we have to do at that time, right? And I
yes.
always ask sorry to her. I always ask for forgiveness for having to do that, but she said, "No, mom, don't feel sorry about it."
But we can't change our past. And
Yeah,
that's one thing I had to come to the realization. We can't change what happened 5 minutes ago. That's why we should always be careful of what we say, because there's some things in life you can never take back. And one of them are the words we say. Once
yeah.
they're said, there's no change on that. But we can't look back and make regrets. I wished, I wished, I wished, because we can't change it. All as we can do is love them and
Yeah.
move forward,
Yeah.
right?
That is so inspiring. Oh my God, Deborah, you're making me emotional. I
Oh,
wasn't planning.
you get me crying.
But this is great. I know a lot of people can resonate with our story. And this is the purpose of me doing an interview. So they get to meet some of our members because I feel so blessed getting to know so many of you. Looking at their stories, like, oh my God, this people is going through so much. And look at them now. Like, look at what they've done to their lives, how they've grown financially, personally. It's just amazing. And you're right. I think personally too, that's a sign of a great community. If you've seen people
Yes,
just purpose driven, not just financially driven, but purpose driven to help others,
exactly.
right?
Yes.
Yeah, no, and you're definitely one of the servant leaders in our community. And God bless your soul all the time. I was like, she is just so amazing, so inspiring, so everything. You're like my grandma. I see you from afar.
I'm grandma to a lot of people, even here in Mexico.
Yeah, no, you're so lovable. So
Oh,
anyway,
thank
so
you.
yeah, so being a senior, you mentioned about your struggles. You mentioned about your health struggles too when you're starting the business, right? Yeah, so many things going on in your life, but you overcame all of that. So for those mothers or grandmothers like you who are financially struggling, but they always think they're very skeptical that this business will not work for them, what would you like to say to them?
Oh my gosh, it will work for anybody that has a desire to make a change. And you know what? I've had people that come into my business that are senior citizens that live alone and they're bored to tears.
Yeah,
There's nothing for them to do, there's nobody for them to talk to but sit in their chair and do nothing.
yeah,
Man, oh man, it's changed their lives. Just having the socialization
yeah,
and getting to see what everybody is doing. But anybody can learn.
yeah,
Sometimes we're slower when we're older, but then I've seen other people my age come in and they knew all about social media. I never, but they do. And we can always learn. And what the great thing is, like, I have a group that is all over the age of 50,
yeah.
and they're just business owners. And we meet every week and we work out struggles, you know? And I don't have all the answers. Even though I've been in the business a long time and I'm doing very well, I still don't have all the answers. But if somebody asks me a question and I don't know it, I'll say, I don't have a clue. But let's figure it out. There's
Yeah.
always a way to figure it out. Or
Yeah.
there's somebody out there willing to help us, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that is the joy about this business. But anybody can do it. It doesn't matter how old you are. You have to be 18, but
Yeah.
it doesn't matter your age or your education level. It matters what you have in your heart and what is your why.
Yeah.
Like, what is your why? I had nothing to leave my children if I had just sat back in a chair after I retired, because I had no pension, and the little bit I had coming in would not support me. So I would have had to be a burden for my children. I would have had to live with my children and been a burden for them. Well, there would have been no traveling. There wouldn't have been doing this. There wouldn't have been doing that. You know, there wouldn't have been anything like that. And I thought, I don't want to live that way. I worked all my life. I want my time. I want time to live and enjoy life. If I want to go to the beach, I can. If I want to go for a walk, I can. If I want to go for a drive somewhere, I can. I needed that freedom. And the only way I was going to get that was to do something with my finances. So
Yeah.
if I had not found this business, I would have had nothing to leave my children. Now, because this business is very legit, it is already willed to my children that God forbid something should happen to me, which is not going to, because I'm going to live to be 120, still driving my car and healthy and
Yeah.
doing this business. And anyways, it's left to them. Now they can sit back and live off of the money I have coming in every month,
Yeah.
or they can jump into where I am and build it bigger and better than I
Build.
ever did.
Yeah.
I pray they do that. My
Yeah.
grandchildren, it'll probably be my grandchildren by then, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah. And so is Chase your business partner now, your grandson?
exactly, right?
Give him commission. Okay, here you
Yes,
go.
yes,
That is so
yes.
every time you share that, like how you, oh my God, like how you just ask for help and Google and YouTube and how
You just
I think
ask, right? You have
I'm not that
to.
tech savvy too, but oh my God, I'm just thinking about you, like, oh my God, yeah, that is so crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
So you've been in the business for how long now,
It
Deborah?
was 6 years on
6
February
years.
9th.
So
Yes,
you're part of the first group,
yes.
right?
Yeah, I'm
So
in the very top group.
yeah, so why do you think our community has grown so fast? Right now we're about 126,000
I think
for members.
we're over 150,000 now.
150,000 now,
Yes.
yeah. So from how many? 6,000 before or
Oh my
600?
gosh. I was 100, number 106 when I came in the business.
Oh my God. Yeah, so why do you think is the driving force?
But the people that are coming in now are building their business faster than I ever did because people are looking for something else. There's no job security out there. You don't know. I had been at a job for many years and I go in one morning and they come to me and say, I'm sorry, but here's a letter of recommendation, but your
Mhm.
position has been eliminated. No
Yeah.
more position. So, anyways, it was a smart decision on the
Mhm.
company's choice. I worked for Finning Canada, and it was a smart decision on their choice because I was very high paid.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and it's a situation that happens in everybody's life. And if you get laid off just before you turn 60, then there's not much of a pension and it's very minimal. And that's what happened with me. And then, but for the younger people, you go out, you go to university, you pay hundreds of thousands of dollars in student debt.
Yeah.
It costs you to survive, it costs you to learn. And this is the smallest investment you'll ever make in your life to build a profitable business that is as profitable as this one.
Yeah. I agree.
And you have to work.
Yeah.
You have to do it. And
Yeah.
folks, me sitting here talking today, this is my work. I love
Yes.
it,
I
right?
love it, right? And I think you're earning like 5, 6 figures a month or something,
It's
right?
good. It's up there. It's good. It's good.
Okay. So yeah, I know it's like this is where the world is going is online, marketing and stuff like that. So it's a great skill to have too, especially these days. Especially a lot of younger generations are so tech savvy, right? So why not maximize this great opportunity? You hear it from Deborah, right? And she just took the chance. She learned everything. She was so positive about it. Okay, so when you're starting your business, what would you have done differently, you think? Um,
Um, I don't know. I put a lot of effort and time into doing the business. Maybe invested some. I don't
yeah,
know. Um, I think just doing it,
yeah,
just doing it. I think I did everything that I could ever do. I don't think I could look back and say I should have done this or I should have done that. I had to learn.
yeah,
So I might have reached out for more help than what I did
yeah,
at that time, you know. But yeah, probably that's what I would have changed. I would have reached out more for help.
yeah. That's
When I
great.
didn't understand the lingo and acronyms, I thought, oh my gosh, everything's an acronym. How do I get through this? So, I think I would have reached out more for help.
Okay, that's a
Say,
great.
I
Yeah.
don't understand this. Can you please walk me through it or guide me through it? But remember, when I started, there was 3 lines in the training. We now have the best training
The
in the
best training.
world. And and I really recommend even people that are still doing the business today, go back and do the training again.
Yeah.
Update yourself on the new things that's coming through. I do it often because I have
Mhm.
people that I have coming into the business every day, and they need to be guided in a proper
Mhm.
direction. So if I don't know how to guide them, I wouldn't make a very good business partner for them.
Yeah.
So it's something that, yeah, I think it's just, I would have asked a lot more questions.
That's so true. That is so true. Because yeah, a lot of some people will just be so embarrassed to ask, right? And then they
I
just
know.
started not doing the business because they're scared to ask questions. But that's a great point to come across. So we're on a 30-minute mark now. I don't want to take so much of your
Sorry,
time. I
I
know
know
you're
I talk so
I
much.
know I love for you to chat, but I said I promise you 15 minutes, but we doubled it. But I just want to say thank you, Deborah, for your time
You're
today.
welcome.
I know that you're not only blessing me, but so many people is going to watch this inspired by your story. Like for you guys, so for those of you who are looking for a side hustle, especially an online one, we would love to invite you. We have a free webinar every Tuesdays and Thursdays. My link, you can sign up to my link and to Deborah's link as well. So mine is the www.detorsfisset.com. Do you want to say yours, Deborah?
That's okay because this is your interview. And
Okay.
I will let people know that on April 4th, I
Mhm.
will be hosting that
Oh,
information session.
okay, great. So yeah, so Deborah will be there. So if you guys want to sign up to the link, you will get to see meet some of our business owners as well. Aside from her, she'll be leading that. So yeah, we would love to share this information to as many people as we know, because this might change your life. There's
That's
no
right.
free or anything, right? So and there's nothing to lose at all. So any last
Exactly.
words for our followers or viewers, Deborah? Do you want to leave with
Just
them?
learn to live by faith, not fear. Have faith in yourself. Believe in yourself that you can do whatever you put your mind to. And don't ever forget your why. Just live by faith. Don't live by fear. It'll
Yeah.
steal your dream every time.
Yeah, I almost forgot to tell you because that's every time I see that word, it reminded me of you. You're the epitome of the faith, not fear.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I want to say thank you everyone for tuning in, for watching this video, probably on replay. Our goal is to help as many people as we can to inspire others that there are some options that you can look into aside from
Right.
your 9 to 5, aside from being away from your kids more, so you don't have to do that. This is a
Right.
great opportunity for you. Okay, so well, thank you everyone. Again, my name is Jeline Fisette, and Deborah, thank you. You're such a blessing to all of
Thank
us.
you.
So
God
thank you.
bless you.
All right, bye everyone.
Bye.